Hello everybody, my name is you and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 64. In the previous video we completed Snowman's Land, the entirety of it. And today we're going to be we're going to be starting off the Tall Mountain. Tall Mountain will be split off into two videos as per usual. The reason why I did that with Snowman's Land was because those levels, they could be beaten in very quickly. But I decided I want to split this video up into split this world into multiple videos. As for Tall Mountain itself, there are most of the missions will involve you going to the top of the mountain, or at least near the top of the mountain. There are multiple ways you can get to the top, which I'll be demonstrating over the course of these next two videos. One thing I want to bring up right now is that this level, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it. On one hand, I like it because I love mountain levels in video games, and the name is very similar, if not identical, to Tall Heights from The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. And as you guys probably know by now, Link's Awakening is my favorite Zelda game, but that's not the point. Another reason why, but the thing is, this monkey right here, this monkey is very, very annoying. He's going to be making monkey noises as you go across the mountain, and he will not be quiet. He'll chase you down. He won't actually like try to attack you or anything like that, but when you get over to near him, he's gonna chase you. And if you're anything like me on my first playthrough, then you're gonna be curious as to why the monkey is chasing you. Then you'll pick him up. The monkey will steal your hat, and then you have to chase it down to get your hat back. On my first playthrough, the monkey stole my hat, and I had to chase it. And multiple times it would trick me to like falling off the mountain or falling in the river, which would take me to the bottom of the mountain, and it was just not that pleasant. Other than that, I like this world. Like I said, I do have a love-hate relationship with Tall Mountain, but it's not my least favorite world. That goes to Red Dry World. But even then, Red Dry World wasn't terrible. I just didn't like it as much as the other worlds. That green stuff on the floor right there, when you're jumping on that, your jumping will not be as high as you would not be able to jump as high as you would on a normal platform. So keep that in mind when you're that's also going to be on like a wall, and that might mess up your jumping. I've never really noticed it, but I think it does mess with your jumping somehow. Now this walkway right here, you guys remember that board in Whomp's Fortress where I talked about how much that board gave me trouble because I usually fall off it when I'm trying to get across it? Well, I have not a bigger history, but I have a similar history with that walkway. I have trouble getting across that as well. And the thing is, if you fall off that walkway, you have to go back to the top of the mountain. It's not as easy as in Whomp's Fortress when you fall off the board and you can just walk around. When you're on Tall Mountain, if you fall off that walkway, you're either going to fall to the very bottom of the mountain or at least halfway. You have to climb all the way back. So that could be a big pain. This is another way you can get to the top of the mountain. You can use your magical backflip abilities of awesomeness to jump up here. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure if the green stuff on the wall can hinder your jump in any way. I think it does, but I've never really noticed if it does. You want to watch out for the Monty Moles right there, because they will throw rocks at you, and it's not very nice at all. It's very rude. Bad, Monty Moles. Bad. And you can hear the monkey making noises and just being disruptive. I swear, that monkey is like one of the most annoying parts of this game. There isn't that much to talk about right now, but there is one thing that I'd like to talk about in this video because it's actually kind of amusing. I was making spaghetti tonight for dinner, and when you're making spaghetti, you usually have a strainer and a pot. The pot is for the cooking spaghetti. The strainer is like a bowl that has holes at the bottom that you pour like noodles or spaghetti or stuff like that to drain the water out, but keep the food in the bowl. The thing is, when I was making the spaghetti, I kind of burned my hand because I was holding the strainer from the very bottom of it rather than the sides of it like you're supposed to. So I did seriously injure myself, but it was still kind of amusing, especially because I admittedly screamed like a little girl. Whatever. You admit it, all big manly guys out there are screamed like a little girl at some point in their life. This monkey right here, you have to capture this one. He will not steal your hat unlike the other one, but this one, you have to capture him. And after you do capture him, you can free him and you can follow him around for a bit. Yay, we're following a monkey. Move faster, monkey. That monkey's name is gonna be George. So now we can jump to the bottom, to the waterfall, and lay on top of the pasta. Now we're gonna be taking care of the red coins of the tall mountain. So what you want to do is that you want to go get the red coins, because that's what we do on red coin missions. The first couple coins are on these mountains over here. They're not mountains, they're mushrooms. Same thing, they both start with M, therefore they must be the same thing. Okie dokie. There are 4 red coins on these mushrooms, and you need to be careful here because it can be a little bit difficult to tell where the depth perspective of this area is not. It can be a little bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? The depth perception in that area is not that great, so you can very easily jump off the mushroom if your jump is not aimed correctly. It's not that big of a deal, but, well, it is, because if you fall, you're gonna die. But it's not that difficult if you know what you're doing. The next red coins are on this little, on this pathway that we took to get to the power star, to get the previous power star. The power stars themselves, the red coins themselves are not actually that difficult to get, but what is difficult to get is the power star. Okay, let me rephrase myself. The power star itself is not that difficult, but when it activates, you're gonna see why I consider it to be a little bit of a hazard to go collect. Alright, so the last red coin is up there, so let's go grab it. And as you can see, the power star spawns on a mushroom over there. So if you want to be a daredevil like me, you can jump to the very bottom of the mountain. This could be a bit of a problem because you can easily fall off the mountain like I've done a couple times before. But that's gonna be the last power star we get for this video. Hoorah! And with that, we're ending this video off here. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video of Super Mario 64. And until next time, we give it to you. Oh yeah, there's a toad in the background.